Little Bigfoot by Tom Mahan. Chapter 2. Is it a Bigfoot? Jamie didn't notice he was near the house until he heard the TV. He was still so shocked finding such a strange animal. He let Belle in first, and she ran to Grandfather's chair and crawled under it. "Fools! Fools!" his grandfather shouted at the TV. Jamie saw what looked like flashlights but were rockets, rising in the air towards airplanes flying in the night sky. Then men's bruised and swollen faces appeared. Jamie turned away. "These are captured American pilots," a commentator said. "Fools!" his grandfather shouted. "Grandpa!" Jamie said over the blaring TV. "What are you doing up, Jim?" Grandfather asked. "There's something in our barn, Grandpa." "Look at this!" Grandfather shook his fist at the TV. "We're killing people, Jim. We're killing them and our own." His false teeth clicked. "Grandpa!" Jamie shouted. "There's something in our barn." "I'll make breakfast, Jim. Get ready for school." "There's no school today. It's Saturday." "Be with you in a minute, Jim boy." Grandfather didn't like the name Jamie on a boy, so he called him Jim or Jim Boy instead. He never spoke of his son Michael, whose picture was next to him. Jamie's father told him his Uncle Mike was a helicopter pilot and was killed in a war. Jamie went to the kitchen with Belle following and the TV blaring. "What do those things eat, girl?" He wondered as Belle scratched at the back door. "I gotta get food first, and bandages for that." He didn't know what to call that animal. He remembered the smooth, dark face and wounded leg and how peacefully it slept. He made peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and took a roll of cotton and gauze and a bottle of iodine from the bathroom. He stuffed apples in his pockets from the basket on the cellar steps. When he was letting Belle out, he heard glass breaking. Grandfather sprang from his chair and rushed to his front door. A man in a white snowsuit held a shotgun. Grandfather slammed the door in the man's face. "Who is it, Grandpa?" The old man charged into his bedroom and returned with a shotgun. He threw open his door. "I hit a Bigfoot with my truck," the man said. Jamie and Belle came to stand beside Grandfather. The man's long, wet hair stuck to his head, making it look like a skull. "I think it's in your barn. I need to look." "Never mind that," Grandfather said. "Why'd you break my window?" "I knocked on your door, but you didn't hear me. Your window broke when I tapped it." "I'll fix it, but I need to check your barn." Grandfather raised his gun. "You're darn right you'll fix it, and you won't set foot in my barn." The room was silent. The TV was off. Grandfather's teeth clicked. "What's your name?" Grandfather asked. "Why do you want to know?" "So I can send you the bill for my window." "Ray Richardson." "Hardy Richardson's son?" "Yes, sir. Your father was nuts and you're just like him." Richardson raised his gun. A metallic click sounded. Someone released their safety. Jamie and Belle backed away. The stranger turned to leave. Grandfather stepped on the porch and fired his gun. Snow slid off the roof, burying Richardson to his waist. "You come on my land again, I'll call the police. You hear?" Richardson struggled to free himself. Grandfather slammed the door. The rest of the window fell in the living room. He laughed. His teeth flew from his mouth. He snapped his safety on and leaned his gun against his chair. "What's a Bigfoot, Grandpa?" Jamie asked. Grandfather looked for his teeth. "No such thing. Help me find my teeth, Jim." Jamie found them under the couch. They tried taping a plastic leaf bag over the missing window. "Why is that man looking for a Bigfoot if there's no such thing?" "Because he's nuts, that's why. That man's father hunted big feet and neglected his farm and lost it to the bank. And he never found a one of them things. Now his son's after them. They're just nuts, that's all of them. Every last one of them Richardsons." The wind blew the bag faster than they could tape it. "Get tacks!" Grandfather shouted. The tacks held while they taped. Grandfather removed a spent cartridge from his gun and sat in his chair. He looked old and tired. "That man's father, Hardy, was the same age as my son Michael." They were pals until Hardy got after them big feet, hunted them all the while up in the Adirondacks and Vermont, and let his farm go. Man ain't a man without land. What was Uncle Mike like? Jamie asked. Grandfather looked off as if he heard something, but not clearly. Grandpa, there's something in our barn. His grandfather didn't answer, then spoke as if Jamie wasn't there. Maybe we're all nuts. He placed his gun across his lap. Maybe it's just as crazy going after Bigfoot as going to war. The old man looked sad with his big eyes filling behind his thick glasses. Belle jumped on his lap, but he didn't pet her as he always did.